Well, hello, my friends. We meet again. It has been a while. Where should we begin? Today on Normie Wife Reacts, we are doing the eclectic, the catchy, the odd, the strange, the fantastic System of a Down.
Ooh.
One of the most interesting metal bands of all time. One of the classics of my, youth, childhood, I guess you could say, teenage years. Yeah, one of the greatest bands of all time in metal for sure. And yeah,
Really?
just one of the most interesting ones. Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
I'm
if
sure
you
most
say
people do
so.
that. Yeah, I would say so. I'm wearing an Oilers jersey today as Darren Malakian, the guitarist and one of the singers. He is a huge Oilers fan.
Darren from System of a Down, just hanging out here in LA in my living room where I got my little Oilers shrine going on.
There's a video of him in his house where he has like an entire room dedicated to Oilers merch and stuff. When I saw him live here in Edmonton, I don't know, like 10 years ago maybe, he came out wearing an Oilers jersey and it was super sick. And of course the crowd loses their mind, like, yeah, my sports team, yeah.
Well,
So that's why I'm wearing an Oilers jersey.
Carpenter was in Toronto. She wore a Maple Leafs jersey.
Boo.
If she'd come to Edmonton, I don't think she did, but if she had come to Edmonton, she would have worn an Oilers jersey.
Only you can bring Sabrina Carpenter into a discussion about System of a Down.
Yes, I can.
But before we get into the video, guys, just a reminder that the full unedited version is up on Patreon. It's basically just hosted there. You just have to sign up and you can watch it for free. But if you'd like to give us some money, I would much appreciate it, as well as I would like you a whole lot more. You can contribute to Patreon or channel membership, or even just hit like and subscribe. That always helps. But yeah, anyway, so before the video, Evelyn was telling me that she had a very interesting story about her first
I never
time
said it was
she
interesting.
ever heard System of a Down.
So I've never told you this because it's never come up. I distinctly remember it was in the beginning of grade 7, and for whatever reason, I think it was to try and promote the drama or improv program that my school had. They were having them lip sync to show improv abilities or whatever, and so began my love of RuPaul's Drag Race. But essentially, this one random guy lip synced to Chop Suey by System of a Down.
That's a hard song to lip sync to.
That was the first time I ever heard System of a Down and heard of them. I was in grade 7. I think those were grade 9 students. This was 2007. But I so distinctly remember it, and I remember when it first started playing and this guy started lip syncing to it. I remember going, oh. I remember thinking, oh.
And look at you now.
Look at me now. And that's why I always thought metal always sounded angry, and I didn't like it because that performance made me very uncomfortable.
Wow, that guy. Whoever he was.
Poor guy. I don't even remember his name.
Anyway,
I remember his face, though.
We're not doing Chop Suey, though.
Oh, dang it.
System of a Down really has a very wide range of songs, so I'm sure everyone's going to be mad about my song selection here. So, tell you what, guys. Leave a comment telling you the song list that you would like to show her. It can't be any of the songs that I included in this video. And whichever one has the highest amount of likes, we will do another video with that song list. Does that sound good? Let's have a cheers. Cheers, baby.
This is the one that Freya...
Ah, that's good. Nothing better than a Diet Coke after work, I swear to God.
Oh, also, do you guys like my leprosy pink nails?
Ooh.
I was going for more, individual thought patterns?
Yeah.
I was going more for individual thought patterns, but this is the best I could get.
All right, so, yeah, since you hated hair metal, we are going to do a little bit of a metal redemption arc. And in the next episode after these ones, System of a Down, I'm going to stop being so nice. I'm going to show you some real heavy shit. So.
No.
So let's get on with it.
I've been enjoying our time. Why are you doing this to me? They have a song called Sugar. That's so unmetal. I love it.
So the first song we're doing is called Sugar off their first album.
When did they, because clearly they've been around for a while if I'm remembering them from 2007.
I think this album was from 1999. Their albums are from 1999 to 2005. Okay, so the way I picked it here, I just tried to pick maybe not my favorites, but sort of the most wide range of their music, I guess.
Okay, so you want to show me big variety.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I think you're going to be very, very surprised by what you hear.
I love kombucha though, so. I like that I can understand their words. I'm messing with it, so now I dance it. Sugar! Oh, I like it. I like the sugars in the background.
Oh.
I wasn't ready. I'm trying to enjoy this. Sugar.
What is this censored version? What is this?
It's very theatrical. Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
Okay, pause. Pause your
Pause
thoughts.
while you.
No!
Berta, no!
All right, so that was Sugar. What did you think?
I found it very theatrical. It was kind of giving Broadway for me, the way that like the comedic aspect of it. I tried because I do read the comments, and I have seen that people want me to try and listen more to the guitar and the drumming, even though that's not my general nature, just because I don't play either of those instruments, but I sing, so I can speak to singing. But I noticed that the drumming was a lot more in the background, I felt, than in a lot of the other metal that you've exposed me to. Like, tell me if I'm just stupid, I don't know.
This one down really, like, yeah, the focus is definitely on the vocals, and their singer, Serge Tankian, like you picked up on it
Serge.
correctly, like he's a classically trained singer.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
I mean, it checks out, but like it's
Like really great
interesting
singer.
to
And so
know.
they're very theatric and like dramatic.
Yeah, they're dramatic. It's very Broadway. It sounded like one of the funny songs in a Broadway musical. You know, that's what it made me think of. I really enjoyed like the quiet little bits of the drumming.
Yeah, lots of dynamics.
There was
like
a lot of
saying, lots
dynamics, a
ups
lot of
and lows.
changes in tempo.
But yeah. It's funny you said that you thought the drums were like in the background. I was listening to it and I was like, man, these drums sound great.
Like that, just because they're in the background doesn't mean they don't sound good. I'm just saying, like, I was like, the singing was very clearly like the main focus, and then the guitars, I would say, like, if it went like in order, it would be singing, guitars, drums. Whereas sometimes I do feel like it's, you know, singing, drums, guitars a
Yes.
little bit, depending on the song, depending on the group.
What do you think the kombucha mushroom people are?
I think they are what my parents would call granola people.
I think that's a good guess. I have no idea what that song's about. Maybe I'll do a deep dive.
Maybe they're talking about
Maybe
like
I'm
little
wrong. I don't know.
fairies, because I'm like the little, like, because often you'll see like little pictures of fairies like depicted on sitting on top of a mushroom, like being all cute.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure some guys in the comments are going to be like, Sugar is actually about the struggles of the people in the 12th century who had to survive on sugarcane. But I'm going to edit that, so that'll be funny.
Okay, I hope so. No, it was really interesting. Didn't love the bit about violence against women. That takes it down a point immediately. Don't be violent against women. Out of 10, since it's the first one, it was very funny. 6.5.
6.5. All right.
6.5 out of 10,
Ding.
and it lost that point because of the violence against women bit.
All right, so the next song is off their
I'm a
album
girl's girl.
Toxicity. This is
Oh, I love that album cover. That's fun.
This is one of the, I guess you would say, like, real milestone albums in metal history. You know, like, you could probably put this up there with, like, Master of Puppets, Rust in
Oh.
Peace. It's up there. It's,
I
like,
don't
one of the
think
most
I-
popular, like, highest selling albums of all time, too. Like, this is one that Chop Suey's from. Am I wrong here in thinking that this album is, like, up there with those greats? In terms of just, like, iconic influence and, like, defining a sound, right? Like, this was 2001. Like, this is 2001, kind of. So,
Good year,
yeah, so like
2001.
Chop Suey, you know, like everyone kind of knows Chop Suey, so I picked the other most popular song off this album, and that is Aerials.
Love a violin. Or cello. That's a cello, not a violin. Ooh. I love when they can put orchestral instruments into any modern music. It's one of my favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of beautiful. I can kind of hear his accent a little. I like it.
A little bit. I think he's a native English speaker, though.
This sounds vaguely familiar. I might have heard it somewhere, but like not realized.
If you're gonna talk, please pause.
I'm sorry. It sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like it's something I might have heard but didn't realize it was System of a Down.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I feel like I've heard it.
You've
but
probably
like,
heard this at karaoke, at hockey games, maybe even on the
Yeah.
radio. Like, it's one of their most popular songs.
Like it was
for sure.
on like mainstream radio.
Well, maybe not like mainstream rock or pop radio, but like it's a very, very popular song, and it's like, you know, metal, but it's still kind of like easy to listen to.
Yeah, this is really nice. You'd sound good.
Life is a waterfall. Find it all. In the sky, so up high, when you.
That was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed that. That was awesome. You know what? How I feel after this, or like the vibes that this gave, is what I wished hair metal gave me. Honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Woo!
That's a 10
Let's
out
go.
of 10. That was awesome.
Yeah, great.
I didn't like Chop Suey this much. Like Chop Suey was whatever. This was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I really like
Oh yeah, the guitar was following along with the...
Yeah, there's the bits where the guitar's following along with the lyrics, which I love that. But then at the end there, it was doing like a rhythmic thing, I guess. Is that like a rhythmic guitar bit then, where it was going like
Well, yeah, that was at the beginning of the song, too.
Yeah, and at the end. But like, is that rhythmic guitar? What would that be, or is that just, I don't know, just music?
Well, that's just you playing a pattern, like a riff, I guess.
Is that a riff then? I'm still trying to figure out the difference between like all of the things.
But yeah,
I'm confused.
well, yeah, 10 out of 10. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
like,
10 out of
obviously, it
10.
sounds
That
like-
just like, it made me happy. It scratched the right part of my brain. Yeah, I liked it. I like that. I really liked it.
I really liked it.
We should make merch that just says I really liked it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, the song's great, right? You know, what can you say? It's
Yeah,
very
honestly,
beautiful.
no notes.
Great singing, like great vocal harmonies, cool riffs, like it's heavy. Yeah, I mean, like what more can you say? Like, you know, like this is why Toxicity is one of like the
And
defining
I
metal albums
think
for sure.
what I really also enjoyed was that there was still peaks and valleys.
Yes.
Whereas, like, once again, with hair metal, it was all just one note throughout the whole song. And this song, there was fewer peaks and valleys than like other songs, but it was stop.
We're really just shitting on hair metal.
I really want to do a redemption episode on that one. I really want to give hair metal another chance, because I was like, that should be the easier one. That should be the easier metal for me to listen to.
Yeah.
But that was
But yeah, okay, hair metal redemption arc. Stay tuned for that video. Yeah, so going from aerials to
IEAIAIO. Do you need to come to my grade 1 class, sweetheart?
no, I just need glasses. I can't read it from this far away. But yeah, so this we're going for like the opposite side now. Now we're going to the more kind of eclectic, kind of like weird songs.
Steal this album. That's
So
funny.
that's yeah.
I like that. I like their album art. I like that their album art isn't scary. It's like artistic.
Yes. All right. Well, this is yeah.
But Sexy Eddie will always.
This
have
is from
my
their
heart.
third album, by the way. This is their third album.
Good beat. I can't do drums. I'm not even gonna try that again. I like the drumming here. Yeah, why?
Yeah. Why?
I just had a silly thought. What if somebody made like a parody of this to make it like a song to help teach little kids their vowel sounds?
Well, get to work.
That sounds like a you job, not a me job, Mr. Musician.
Bubbles erotica.
Wow, no fade out at all. I'm glad I was ready.
Much different from hair metal. Everything was f***ing fade out.
That like 40-second fade out on that one song. I don't even
In a
remember
darkened room.
Oh, you remember the name of it? I didn't. That was very. It's very interesting to go to that from Aerials. I was very impressed. Honestly, love when I can understand everything that the singer is saying when we're listening to any music. Like, even with pop songs, I don't like pop songs if I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Even if it's got great music, I'm like, okay, I need to know the words.
Yeah, so that was one of their very eclectic, kind of weird sounds.
They're,
but
and they're
like
kinda
mixed with
funny.
like these kind of like
they're funny too, and I
definitely.
really appreciate
Very
that. But they're
humorous.
not like their primary claim to fame is not being funny. Like the versatility is so impressive.
Yes, yeah, they're not like a joke or like a humor band, but they are
everything they do
humorous.
they do very seriously, like even the humorous parts. That one was just very interesting. It's just a bunch of tongue twisters.
We're gonna listen to a song that's like even more impressive in that
serious?
regard. Yeah.
All right, bet. Something I did really enjoy too was like, there's all the faster parts, impressive diction and tongue twisters, but when he was, doing those like really nice like chorus bits with the nice sustained notes, I don't know, like his voice when he like holds a note, it just I liked the song. I didn't like it as much as Ariel's, so 8 out of 10.
Nice. All right, thanks.
But still good.
But yeah, okay, so after Steal This album, there was like a few years, and then they released a double album, Mesmerize and Hypnotize.
Ooh, I like that.
This was like
Connection.
right when I was first getting around that age where I could like listen and choose sort of like my own music when this came out. 'Cause I remember my friend loaned me this CD in like grade 5 or something like that, and I was just like blown away. I'm like, well, dude, what is this? Like, it was crazy. And I asked the teacher like if we could listen to this like at lunch, and she looked at the back and looked at the song titles, and it was like violent pornography, vicinity of obscenity. Like, no.
Congratulations! You both failed grade 10. Get out of my classroom.
You gotta be kidding.
Get out.
Your poor
Despite
teacher.
the fact, well, I mean,
Your
like,
poor
you probably,
teacher. I just imagine a student coming up to me and asking.
But yeah, so this is like a double album with just like, to me, like Mesmerize and Hypnotize, like to me that's like System of a Down's masterpiece to me. Like lots of people like Toxicity, like I'm a Mesmerize and Hypnotize guy. For the reason is that their guitarist Darren starts singing a lot more on this album. And Serge Tankian has a very like powerful sort of like operatic voice, while Darren's is a lot more kind of like nasally and shrill, but he's not like a bad singer at all, and I really enjoy his voice too. They just meld together really, really well, and they really create some very, very beautiful harmonies together, because they only have 5 albums, right?
That's
so we're gonna listen to
it?
a few of the songs from here, so lots of short
So
ones.
they just did banger after banger after banger and then quit while they were ahead.
Pretty much, yeah. Which you know you can.
I can respect that.
There's a lot, there's a lot of respect in that. You
They
went
could
out
do
on
like
a
a
bang and then
reunion
just sort
tour
of like
for
like
funsies.
fart out. Anyway, so this song is called
Fame just destroys people sometimes. Don't let it destroy you, love.
What Fame?
I don't know, almost 20,000 subscribers.
So yeah, this
worth
is
of fame.
Mesmerize. Interesting album cover.
Okay,
I remember it was like
Moon.
textured in 3D. I remember that because I had the actual CD of this back in the day.
It's giving Egyptian, which knowing that they're Armenian, that's close-ish. Well, just like the face on it and the eyeliner.
Sure. Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, okay. Sorry. I should have introduced the song. Excuse me. So this song.
I like this sound.
So this song is called Radio Video. Now, this is one of their...
Radio killed the video star. Like,
This is definitely on the more kind of eclectic and weird side, but very, very, very catchy and just like a really fun song.
I love the guitar intro bit. Like that just... It's like a lot of modern songs sound like this. Like modern mainstream pop songs.
Yeah, true, actually, kind of.
So. Is that a harmonica?
I think it could
Oh,
be.
that's an accordion.
Yeah, accordion.
I can hear both of them. Who's Danny and Lisa? Ah, yeah, Boca! Can we look up who Danny and Lisa are after?
I don't know. I don't know who Daddy and Lisa is.
Lisa Simpson?
Hey man, look at me rocking now. I'm on the
I wasn't ready!
take me away from
This is giving reggae.
the sweet
I love how they roll their R's.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Radio!
Yeah. That was awesome. awesome. Who's Danny and Lisa, though?
I have no idea.
I really want to
You
know.
guys know who Danny and Lisa is?
Who is Danny and Lisa?
Please tell us in the
For
comments.
now, I'm going to say it's Danny DeVito and Lisa Simpson.
What the
It's the only... They're sweet. They're both sweet.
Why Danny DeVito and why Lisa Simpson?
Because
Like-
they were the
like,
first Danny and Lisa that came to my brain.
Okay.
And they're both sweet.
Okay, well, enough about that. What did you think of this?
Yeah, I'm with you, so you keep me on track. I really enjoyed that. I really like how their voices sound together.
Yes.
I find that it's very satisfying. I love how it's a very true duet. That was very, very pleasant. I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as Ariel's, but only just ever so slightly. Because like Ariel's, it just like made my heart feel warm.
Yeah.
And just like made me feel good. But this one, like I kind of want to like get learn the song better so I could do that at karaoke. Like that would be a sick karaoke song for me.
But did you like the polka?
Oh, of
element
course
or
I like the
whatever?
polka. I'm part Polish. I love the polka. Are you kidding me? That was amazing. Yeah. No, when because Chris mentioned before we started filming this, he's like, yeah, they have like they put some polka in there, and I was like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, that shows true talent to me if you're able to, once again, put orchestral instruments. Like, they've had a cello. Now they've had an accordion, because that was definitely an accordion, not a harmonica. Like, what's wrong with my ears? That was awesome. Like, 9.5 out of 10. It wasn't quite a 10 out of 10. Don't know what it was missing. I think it's because I don't know who Danny and Lisa are. I think that might be it. But 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. Awesome.
All right. So this is the...
Love it.
Great. Excellent. So this is the next song that I chose off this album, Sad Statue.
Why is the statue
All right. Well, let's do it.
I don't know what I like anymore. Thought I'd like hair metal. Loving System of a Down.
Conquest to the lover and your love to the father, conqueror. You and me will all go down. You and me will all go down. Sad statue of liberty and the generation that didn't agree.
Too real.
Yeah.
Permanence unfolding in the absolute. Generation that didn't agree. You and me will
Go down in history
Shut
with
up! Generation. What is in us that turns on?
What is it? Oh, too real. Too real.
Yeah.
How disappointing is it that this song is still so applicable today? Because when did this album come out?
2005.
So 20 years later, we are still doing a horrible job as society of taking care of people and being kind. Why is metal so depressing? Finished so fast. There's no fade out.
Nice. So that was Sad Statue.
It is a sad statue. It's a very sad statue.
So what'd you think?
It's very real.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, that was heavy.
It's kind of funny how you have a song like Radio, Video, and Sad Statue on the same album.
But you know, it's
Right.
the diversity of their music and their vibes, and I so appreciate that. And you're right.
And
like,
their creativity
oh,
too.
yeah.
But yeah, that song to me, all about the chorus.
Oh,
Especially that
yeah.
last chorus. Like, what a excellent, beautiful harmony they sing together. Like, wow, really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Really,
Their
really
their
beautiful.
voices together are truly phenomenal. What a shame that they don't get along.
Absolutely. Okay, what are you gonna give?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
My gut is saying 8 out of 10.
Nice. All right.
Still a great song. I'm trying real hard to listen to the drums and the guitar just because I'm trying to train myself for that for,
Well,
future episodes.
There's a lot going on,
But
to be
there's
fair.
so much going on. I'm overwhelmed, especially because there's two, essentially main singers now. Like, there's two main singers, whereas with most bands, or all the other ones that we've really listened to, it's been just the one guy, and usually he's screaming, and so I'm like, okay, cool, fine, I don't really want to listen to you anyway then.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. This is the other part of the double album, Hypnotize. This is the one that I had in grade 5. This album cover is absolutely just burnt into my memory. This album, very similar to the other one, obviously, because they're like a double album together.
Were they released at the same time?
No, I think one was a year or so after, maybe like 9 months or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
It was
I
like
I
Bang
pretty
Bang.
young. So yeah, this song is Dreaming. This is probably the most metal of all the songs that we've listened to so far.
Let's see how I feel about
So yeah, so we're gonna listen to 3 songs off this album. All right, so this is Dreaming.
body parts.
There's a lot going on, hey. You're talking about Broadway. Wow, I'm braving it.
This song's a journey.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I think that System of a Down had, I think, my favorite equation for a metal song, because it's like a good, like, wholesome is the first word that is coming to mind, like a wholesome chorus, like something that has like a really good musical quality to it, just something that is very pleasant, easy on the ears. It really helps when man, like, got enough tape, buddy?
Well, I'm not having it fall down again. That's bad vibes. You want the Alberta flag on the ground? I was listening to what you're saying, and I think that's a very, very interesting point. They do have sort of like a formula where you can have like this really abrasive and like chaotic verse, but then they have this really, yeah,
They
like
bring you back.
like really like sweet and beautiful. And almost like, yeah, I think you said wholesome at one point, kind of like chorus.
Yeah, it just
Really, really
makes
good.
me feel good inside. It makes
Yeah.
it way more pleasant for me to listen to. And honestly, if more metal songs were like that, I think I would like more metal music.
Good. What are you gonna give Dreaming out of?
8.5 out of 10.
Nah, nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty good for how metal that song is too. Like,
Yeah,
there's
that was
blast
pretty
beats on that
metal.
song.
Like, it was a lot. It was a lot, but honestly, the chorus really saved it for me. It was like, it's the range for me really did it.
Especially because during like the heavy blast beats part, the crazy riffs, you have like Serge Tankian's, like, he's like really like singing like
good
at the
name.
top of his lungs, like, oh,
Yeah, and I love
that. And right with the with like another vocal and delay. That's crazy. Like
And
the
someone who has a
arrangement there is
totally
crazy.
different tone, and they shouldn't complement each other as well as they do, but they do.
Yeah, this is Vicinity of Obscenity, maybe their weirdest song. I'll leave it at that.
Why do you do this to me?
You'll like it though.
You say it, and then I'm like, okay. So silly.
Hey!
Yeah.
That's impressive to do that in this falsetto like that.
It's a really nice facade.
So that
Yeah,
was Vicinity of Obscenity.
That was a song. Technically speaking, that was a song. That was wild. Like, what inspires someone to write those lyrics?
Yeah,
is
like, how-
my question. Like,
That's a really good question.
Who came up with the idea? Who sat down and said, like, guys, banana terracotta pie?
Guys, I got it. Banana, terracotta, genius! Put it on the fucking record. Genius!
It'll be a hit.
What do you even think that song's about? Like,
I don't even know. I'm so confused. I was called a liar. Like, I'm so confused. I don't even know what to give it. I'm gonna give it a banana terracotta pie out of 10.
ding, 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 ding.
I can't give it a number. I don't know where to put it. I really don't.
Oh, that's good. Okay, back to a very serious song.
What? Are you serious? You're gonna make me do a serious song after banana terracotta
It's
pie?
on the same album. They're making you do that, not me.
Why? But what? Ah.
So yeah, this song is Soldier Side, which
Like,
is
I
the
didn't
last song on this
dislike it,
album.
just to be clear. I didn't dislike it. I'm just feeling confused now.
That makes sense. Okay.
I feel like it's been a cultural reset. I need to reset.
Yes. Okay, so Soldier Side. Now, Hypnotize is the second album of the two-part album, and Mesmerize, the first part, it starts with Soldier Side intro, which is just like a little sort of refrain from this song. So it's interesting that they start and end with the song, kind of. And it's very,
Makes you
it's
wonder
very,
if they
very
knew
powerful
this was going to be
song.
their last one.
Kind of, yeah. Very, very powerful song. Hit it.
Ooh. I like the tone for the guitar here. It's very clear, very different from all the other songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Violin.
Crying when their son's left. God is wearing black. Young men standing.
If you listen to the guitar playing, you know, the higher melody notes,
Yeah,
it sounds very like Greek.
I was
or
gonna
sort of
say
like
it
Middle
sounded
Eastern
very.
kind of thing,
It
right?
sounded very Greek. Like it sounded like when we went to that one restaurant in Greece and there was that
Yeah,
guy just playing his guitar and singing. It sounded just like him.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that type of playing is exactly called.
It's
but like
mandolin-y.
you very much. Yeah, it's very interesting that they're bringing in those influences as well. Because, you know, obviously I've never been to Armenia, but I assume their music is probably similar to Greek music, right?
That's like a very. That was a very final way to end the song. You know, like it really
Yes.
feels. You know, like final chapter, book closed. All done. And knowing that that's the last song on the album, they clearly they were like, "Okay, that was so beautiful."
Very beautiful song. Definitely, I think they kind of took a lot of ideas from Ariel's and sort
Yeah,
of
it was-
reimagined them kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Very, beautiful song. Very powerful. Very, I love that line, God is wearing black. That's a very, very powerful line that brings forth some like really kind of like vivid imagery to me.
Yeah.
Really, you know what I mean? Very like sorrowful imagery, right? As all the young men march off to war, like even God is wearing black. Like that's crazy, man. Like that's powerful, right? Damn. So what'd you think of Soldier Side?
9.5 out of 10. Just because it just didn't do the same thing for me that Ariel's did. It kind of like really sits on me. And not in like a bad way necessarily, but it just sits on me. And I honestly, I docked to the half point because I'm like, I don't think I would listen to it again just because it did make me feel like, whoa.
Yeah, like Ariel's is sort of like an empowering song.
Yeah, and I think I really enjoy a more like empowering song, but like that was so beautiful. But it's not, I don't know, it's not quite a 10 out of 10. I don't know what it needs to be a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's very close, like 9.5 out of 10, absolutely.
All right.
I like System of a Down.
Yeah.
I did not give them a chance after Chop Suey. I really did not. Can we listen to Chop Suey? Can we listen to a bit of it? Because
Yeah,
I don't
do you wanna
remember.
listen to it?
Honestly, I like vaguely remember how it goes.
Sure. Well, I just looking at this, Spotify gave us a little automatic shuffle here to a song that might be a little spoiler of what the next one is,
Oh,
what the next episode is.
or a little cameo.
Yeah, let's see after you heard all that and you kind of understand, let's see what you think of Chop Suey now.
I don't remember this sounding like this. Ah, there it is. Why does it sound slower than I remember?
I think you're just used to fast metal now.
I remember this sounding so much heavier. In my memory, it was so heavy and it was
You've
so
gotten used to
scary.
metal. You've gotten used to
No. No. Who am I? I don't recognize myself anymore.
It is funny too. It's like, yeah, I remember like when I first heard this like way back in the day. Even me, I was like, "Damn, this is so fast!" Like, holy shit!
Oh,
And
this is
now
the
it's like,
heaviest
you know,
thing I've ever heard of. It's so slow. It's so slow. Like honestly, if I could like speed up the tempo, I kind of would.
Hilarious.
I remember this. Man, that was way less heavy than I remember it being. That was light. That was it. That was barely medium. That was medium. medium. That wasn't even medium heavy.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. What's
We're getting her, boys. We're getting her.
Oh, I don't know.
It is really funny to me how, just based off like exposure to like heavier and faster things, that a song that, you know, this is a pretty heavy and a pretty fast song by like all rights, you know, like even me listen to a lot of death metal, right? It's a pretty fast and heavy song, but like, yeah, like listening to it, you're just like,
I forgot
compared to like
how
when
much
you
I
really little.
remembered it too.
Yeah, you remember
I
like the
was
whole
impressed.
song. That's really impressive.
Just not the fast parts.
To
just
be
the
honest,
slow
you probably
parts.
heard this song probably like 10 times at karaoke at Rat.
Yeah, probably.
Because I remember hearing it lots at karaoke at
Yeah,
Rat, so yeah.
probably. No, I really liked them. This was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I think they are giving what I wanted hair metal to give. And I just had a thought sort of cross my mind as you were listening to this, because you were saying, like, you know, exposure to things and, you know, you get more accustomed to it. And, you know, you start to like it more when you listen to it or when you've listened to something a little bit more. So, you know, like maybe it'll be over time or just exposure. Egging me on, that's so rude.
Sorry, we did this after work for me.
Yeah,
so
it's
been a
after
long
work.
day.
It's been a long day. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. But, you know, I said to you the first time we met, you know, I like all music except for metal. I don't think I can say that anymore about metal. But I was thinking to myself, what can I say that I don't like instead of metal?
Hair metal?
No, I'm going to give them another chance. If they fail me the second time, then I'll say hair metal. Hip hop. I do not like hip hop.
Interesting.
I don't really care for it. I just I don't know. I'd rather listen to other things than hip hop. And I was thinking to myself, I think I would rather listen to some metal, not all, not Leftovers, not the previous hair metal songs we listened to for the most part. But like, I don't want to listen to hip hop over I'd rather listen to metal over hip hop.
Wow, that's a huge W for the metal boys. Let's go! Let's go!
All right.
And on that note, thanks for watching, guys. This was a really fun episode. I love System of a Down, and honestly, like,
And I love you.
I love you too. And it's been like a long time since I've heard a lot of these songs too.
Yeah.
Or like really sat down and really sort of listened to them like this. So yeah, it was a lot of fun for me. And so with on that, I guess we will bid you adieu tonight.
That was pretty good. That was a good accent. I'm so proud of you. Look at
thank
us making each other proud tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Do you have any last things you want to say about System of a Down before we go? And your new metal revelation?
Okay. Bye.
Perfect.